Yo, what's good, people? It is Tony the Savant live again. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as we drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy in the platform or on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as I'm always intrigued to know what you all have to say about these topics. And ladies and gentlemen and ladies, if you are a Pack Nation diehard fan like me, if you have Jordan Love in your fantasy football lineup as your starting quarterback like me, then this is great news for you. And if you are a participant in the support of the Minnesota Vikings, this is probably the worst news, worst case scenario that could have happened for you, especially considering that the Vikings have been one of the red hot teams to start off the NFL football season this year, as they boast a undefeated record of 3-0 these first 4 weeks of the NFL season. And we got an epic NFC rivalry matchup between my Green Bay Packers and perhaps the number one team that gives us the most flux and trouble in the NFC North Division. The Lions have been, they've been doing their thing as of recently, but typically when the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings face off, it is a war. Um, so Jordan Love is expected to make a full return this afternoon for the Green Bay Packers. Now I read an article. I pulled up. I had an article last night before I went to bed, and for whatever reason, I thought I saved it in my tabs, and I did not. So we're just gonna read this article real quick from NFL.com. This is not the original article I read, ladies and gentlemen. So just forgive me. We're gonna chop it up together, as I was not expecting a full recovery of for Jordan Love so soon. I'll be frank. I thought it was going to take at least 4 to 6 weeks. The original diagnosis was for 3 to 6 weeks after suffering that injury in Week 1 versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe it was a knee injury. Yeah, it was a knee injury, and so I thought it would be out at the minimum 4 or 5 weeks. Granted, but um, week 2, we didn't put him on the injury reserve. So at that point, the Green Bay Packers, that's just the indicator that your team expects you to be back within a month. These past 2 games, we have been benefiting greatly from the services of Malik Willis. Malik has come over to the Green Bay Packers. We signed him August 28th, and he has played phenomenal football for us. Not trying to do too much, just staying within the realm of his skill set. And kudos to Coach Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur, I recall a time when he first became the Green Bay Packers head coach. A lot of questions, a lot of criticisms for him. We didn't really get to see what he was made of because we were still in the Aaron Rodgers era, albeit the last leg of it. Coach LaFleur didn't really get an opportunity to showcase his stuff until this season, as he has finally become the full controller, obviously the full controller of this offense, seeing that Aaron Rodgers has moved on to greener pastures. Um, and then as far as Malik Willis goes, again, he was very well. He played very well for us. Only been with the Packers as of yesterday, 1 month, after the Titans traded him away for absolutely nothing, a bag of potato chips. But we were 2-0 during that time, and now we'll be getting our captain, our leader, and our quarterback back in this epic NFC North matchup once again. But real quick, let's just read through this article, see what they're talking about. Um, because I got 2 Green Bay Packer apps, ESPN, so I'll be getting 3 different news outlets with my Packers news. But this NFL article says 22 days after the 22 days and 4,884 miles removed from suffering an MCL sprain, Jordan Love will be making his grand return. The Green Bay Packers quarterback is expected to return to the lineup for Sunday's game against the visiting Minnesota Vikings. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, reported Saturday per a source. Having injured his knee in the Packers season opener loss to the Eagles during the NFL's first ever game in Brazil, Jordan Love was originally expected to miss 3 to 6 weeks. Instead, he's back after missing just 2 games. Love was questionable to play on each of the previous 2 Fridays before he was inevitably inactive. This time around, he's playing after a third questionable designation in as many weeks. Despite the excitement for Jordan Love's return, the Packers backers are likely to be watching with equal parts excitement and apprehension about the health of their franchise quarterback. That is a fact because I would hate. Oh my goodness, I had it in the back of my head when I first got the news, but I would hate for him to return too soon, especially because Malik Willis has been playing fairly well for us. Maybe we can sit out one more week. Maybe Jordan could sit out one more week and we can hold our breath one more time behind the services of Malik Willis. But everything, as far as what's coming from Jordan Love indicates that he is good. I didn't think the original prognosis of this injury was as serious as it looked. If you've seen the injury happen in real time, you definitely held your breath, especially in Pac Nation. But at the same time, I'm just hoping that he don't come back too soon. But outside of that, I am excited for the return. The article continues. He's coming off a sterling season in which he finished in phenomenal form, throwing 4,159 passing yards and 32 touchdowns as he rallied Green Bay into the playoffs. After his first campaign as Green Bay's QB1, Jordan Love was rewarded with an extension in the offseason, but hit a huge speed bump in the season opener when he was injured on the third to last play. Now, Jordan Love, who threw 260 yards and 2 touchdowns in week one, is set to make his 2024 debut on North American soil. Love and Green Bay are 2-1, and kickoff against Minnesota will be at Minnesota 3-0. It will be at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm in the beautiful state of Idaho, so that'll be 11 my time. So I already got my ticker and my timer set up. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the full uh, news there. And as reported by the very admirable Ian Rappaport. Shout out to Penguin Productions. What's going on, brother? You gotta love it. I love that Penguin for sure, man. People, make sure y'all swing by Penguin's YouTube page and give them a subscription that way. Yes, sir, Penguin. I gotta love it. No pun intended. Jordan Love will be making his return, and like I said in the introduction of this video, it's very exciting for Packer Nation. This is a very exciting news. I'm glad to break it. I do got to say, forgive me, y'all. I wanted to do more of a NFL preview video, but everything with all of the epic college games that we got yesterday, we just got kind of caught up in that hoopla. So it's going to be a very exciting NFL Sunday, though, man. There's a lot of great matchups I'm looking forward to seeing. And if we can go live throughout the day, be recapping some of these games, especially the early and the afternoon games before we get to the Sunday night football. We will do so. But as far as Packer Nation, I had to get this news off because again, I got the notification that he will be. He is expected. We gotta keep throwing that word out there. He is expected because there can be some last minute changes, as we've seen with Christian McCaffrey. If you were following the Christian McCaffrey saga all season, he was healthy, 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 and at the very last minute on game day, Christian McCaffrey was placed on the injured reserve where he has been ever since. And now we are 4 weeks into the NFL season. So still just an expectation that Jordan Love will start. There could be some, last minute shortness, some last minute, um, what can I say, concerns, and that could keep him out. But again, go Pack, go. All things considered, originally when this injury occurred, it took the air out of, you know, uh, uh, Packer Nation, because it could have been a potential season ender. We've seen this happen. We've seen this movie happen before. It happened to the New York Jets, and Aaron Rodgers, our former quarterback, the predecessor to the Jordan Love. We've seen it happen last season to them, week one, and it totally devastated the entire season. So we can breathe a little easier, in Lambeau. And I forget, where's this guy? I think we're going to Minnesota. Let me double check. Yeah, I think this is Minnesota. Now what the hell? Oh yeah, yeah. No. We're in Lambeau. Yes, sir. We're in Lambeau. Okay. Home game. That's beautiful. That's even more beautiful because I would hate for him to have to go play in Minnesota and be harassed. That'd be your first day back in the office. Because Minnesota and Green Bay, man, we got a very uh, uh, historic rivalry, and it's always a dogfight. Like I say, when we match up, So I'm expecting a war, with those guys and purple. And again, I love that we got our leader, our quarterback, our highest paid player in NFL history, back in the lineup. So I'll be coming with more updates throughout the day, y'all. Again, I do apologize. We're going to get on the ball today with post game talk. And also, just bringing you updates throughout the day, epic performances. If somebody's, doing their thing, I'm definitely gonna report it to you. It's very difficult to keep up with all of these games, whilst they're in action. So I'll be doing my part in that manner. So y'all enjoy NFL Sunday. Again, Pack Nation, we are expected to get Jordan Love back today, and that is great, great news. Also, it's a home game, so even more, better news. Let him come back, get in his groove, get some home cooking. I am Tony the Savant. On your way out, please like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as we drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I'm always interested to know what you all got to say, especially about football. If you don't know Tony the Savant, brothers, ladies, I love me some football. I mean, I was a basketball, baseball player, and a part-time boxer growing up. I played one. No. I did two practices, tried out for quarterback for my high school, on the recommendation of my coach, who was also my baseball coach. He only recommended that I try out because I was a phenomenal pitcher, and he was one of my coaches since the little league, so he figured the good arm would translate to the football. I tried it out. You know what I mean, and I got smacked by, what was this dude named Demarcus. I can't remember his name, bro. It's been so long. But the star linebacker, even though our high school football team sucked, we did have a couple hard hitters, a couple, for the worst of the better language, thugs. Because I went to a crazy high school called Bogan. But anyway, yeah, he hit me so hard, but I thought had a concussion. I might have had a concussion. I just kind of walked it off. But I walked right over to my baseball coach and I said, "You can have this, brother." My mama didn't want me playing football no way, so it worked out in that regard. But all that considered, football is my love, my passion. I love me some NFL football, Sunday in, Sunday out. The Sundays that we have that are football less throughout the years, they just don't hit like those 17, 18 Sundays we get, do they? Me personally. So that's it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for the love and support from the bottom of my heart and the top of my mind. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.